I've got your urogynecology questionnaire and your bladder diary that you brought with you today. They've been very helpful to me. I noticed on the questionnaire that most of your leaking happens with like coughing, sneezing, laughing, that sort of thing, and that not really a lot of that gotta go, like you see on the commercial sort of thing. Also on your bladder diary, I noticed that you're having a fair amount of leaking each day with walking or coughing sort of thing, and as well as the amount of fluid that you're drinking and the time of day that you're drinking has been very helpful on how we can help you out.
So when you look at this information, how will you use that along with the tests that we're going to do to be able to help me get better? I guess I don't want to keep going through my life having to worry about leaking every time I move.
Right. The parts of the bladder diary that really help are, first of all, what fluids you're drinking and when you're drinking them. Bladder irritants especially, like coffee, citric juices, alcohol, NutraSweet, all those things can tell us if perhaps the leaking's going on shortly after you've been consuming those. Also, sometimes we'll see that people are drinking an exorbitantly amount of fluids, and what goes in must come out. So sometimes if people are drinking 140 ounces of fluid in a day, they're much more likely to have issues with leaking because they're just over distending the bladder. Also, I can see the amount of leaking, or if you're having to get up a lot at night, what were you drinking, shortly before bedtime? And sometimes we can help you out just with fluid management, and maybe we'll help you keep from leaking just from that. With the questionnaire also tells me kind of what are those main issues with your leaking. Is it more that urge sort of thing, or is it those stress issues? And sometimes that can help direct me when I'm doing the urodynamics testing to focus in on those areas, to really highlight it, to make sure that if you say that you're doing a lot of those urgency sort of things, I can actually try and elicit some of that by turning on the water on the sink or something like that to make sure that we really cover that and see if we can find that during the testing.
That makes sense.
All right. Are you ready? Good. We'll go in the other room and do the procedure then. All right.